Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sikich Live, our first one after the Thanksgiving holiday. Hopefully, everybody had a nice, relaxing break. I know we all needed it in this year of 2020. But before I bring on our special guest today, Frank, to talk a little bit about the Salesforce Financial Cloud, which is our topic today, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you get these notifications when Sikich goes live on Tuesdays and Thursdays each week for new and exciting topics on ERP, IT managed services, security, CRM, and so much more. So much more. I don't even know where to go. There's so much more to talk about. Don't be shy in Sikich Live. If you're in the chat right now, ask a question about something you want to know. That's why we're here, and that's the reason that we're live, so that we can answer these questions for you right away so you can know exactly what to do with Financial Services Cloud. Back in August 2015, Salesforce released this Financial Services Cloud, which is also commonly referred to as FSC. Financial Services Cloud enables financial service firms to unify their customer experience across channels, geographies, and both consumer and commercial lines of business. To talk more about this is new Sikich recruit, Frank McLoyne. Thank you for being with us here, Frank. How are you?
I'm doing well, Michael. Thank you for the introduction.
Absolutely. We're glad to have you here for the first time. Can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Be happy to. I'm actually a new employee. This is my third week here at Sikich, and they have me doing a Sikich Live already.
Yep. Bring into the sharks.
Thanks. I actually worked at Salesforce when they were building out the FSC. The FSC was built with the wealth management product, the banking. I was focused mainly insurance, but helped build out the Financial Service Cloud product when they first started. And I've been at Sikich here now for the last 3 weeks, helping companies implement and design for the Financial Service Cloud.
Well, excellent. Let's jump right into it. We want to just know the very general, right? What is Financial Services Cloud?
Great. Yes, great question. So Financial Services Cloud is Salesforce industry-specific application or cloud. And it's actually a managed package that's built on top of the Salesforce platform and Salesforce Service Cloud and Sales Cloud. So when you get the Financial Service Cloud, you're going to get the functionality of the platforms such as Einstein AI, the Lightning graphic user interface, analytics, as well as core components for industries such as action plans, schedule Lightning, and surveys. And then on top of that, you get the Sales Cloud functionality, such as a sales path to help you sell better. And then also Service Cloud to help you provide great customer service to your clients using case management. And that's when the Financial Service Cloud comes in. And that's where it's really powerful because it's very focused on industry solutions. So you're going to get, when you get the Financial Service Cloud, functionality that is similar that runs across wealth, banking, and insurance. For example, householding, which I'll talk a little bit later, is a function that's really relevant for wealth managers, but bankers and insurance companies get that functionality too. And then each subvertical will get their own customer information, such as in the wealth space, you'll have relationship mapping, listing of financial accounts, listing of goals. And then banks, they're interested in looking at banking account information, checking account information. Referrals really big, so that's some functionality banks will get. And then on the insurance side, you're going to get policy and claims information. And then on top of that, which is really good, is the fact that it's an open platform where you can integrate to vertical third-party applications that you may be using very quickly and easily, such as Skyence in the wealth management space, or Encino in banking, or say Guidewire in the insurance space. So just to summarize, it is an industry-specific application to help wealth managers sell and service their customers better.
So, and that's interesting. So financial services can really be kind of a broad explanation of a lot of different types of banking, insurance, a lot of different industries within financial services, right?
Right. And the beauty of that is since Glass-Steagall law was reenacted, where banks can start selling insurance and insurance companies are going to get in the banking space, it's an open platform that lets integrate with any of that stuff. So it gives you all of your data in one spot.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I think that's great that it's not only just financial services. Oh, here's a general cloud package for you, but rather there are these very specific details within the package that go to insurance companies, that are specific to banking company, all those kinds of different industries.
It focuses on what those subverticals need to do,
right?
What information they have to help service their customers and sell their customers better.
That's great. So how does FSC, and again, Financial Service Clouds, as we use that acronym, how does that help firms organize and manage their client relationships?
That's great. So the key thing there is all of the data is stored in one place. And with the way they do that is they have a client record page. So what's really good there is, as a wealth manager, I'm going to have all of my information in one spot. And then on the client relationship page, there'll be tabs of all that data, which makes it easy to get to that data. So one of the tabs there is called the relationships tab. And I mentioned the relationship mapping, right? So you'll see who the main person that you're working with, the primary person, as well as anyone else in that family. And so you'll see who the spouse is, who the main person is, and any of the children. And so the wealth manager wants to know everyone in the family so they can sell to them and protect them and provide them the information they need. That will all be there. Now, in addition, let's say that the main person, Rachel Adams in the Salesforce vernacular, has a business, right? And the wealth manager is helping that Rachel with her business investments or insurance. That information will be listed there. And if she's working with an accountant or a lawyer that she really likes to work with, and the wealth manager needs to see that, that relationship manager is there. And what's really cool with the FSC is it comes straight out of the box. It's a householding is the concept. And householding is a custom group record that is already built when you get Salesforce, so you can track those relationships. And in enhancing the relationships, you're able to see Rachel's all of her financial accounts on one tab, investment accounts or banking accounts, insurance, it's all there. And then as a wealth manager, as you're strategizing with Rachel to figure out, here's my needs and risks, what are going to be my goals, you can list out all your goals and see how you're tracking to those goals. So it's pretty powerful in giving you all the data in one spot.
So what are some of the key advantages of FSA? I know you've sprinkled a few things here and there, but what would you say are the key advantages of using the Financial Services Cloud?
I would say two things is you have all the data in one spot, And then you're going to future-proof yourself with your application. And what I mean with all the data in one spot is currently a lot of system companies, they'll have legacy systems, or you have the quote-unquote siled systems where you have to do the swivel chair, where to get one demographic information, you got to go to one system, log out of that, open up another system, get the custodial information. With the FSC, it's all in one spot. All right, so you're going to get a unified experience of your customer. So you're really going to know your customer as they go through the wealth management customer journey. You'll have the unified view, so you can analyze what the customer's risks are, come up with goals, and then come up with a solution all in one place. So you get a unified look. And the other really advantage there too with knowing your customer is the FSC is built on what's called the person account. So Salesforce was originally built as a business-to-business, B2B product, but as a wealth manager or assurance agent, you're really working with your consumer, your customer. So they, in the FSC, out of the box, it gives it the person account. So it gets all of that account information that you're working with of your client in that, utilizing that record. So that's one thing, that you get all of the information from your customer in a record. And as regarding the future proofing, what I would say is Salesforce is one of the most innovative companies, right? And they can help insurance companies or wealth management companies innovate in the future. They don't have to have their own innovation department, because what Salesforce will do, and for example, AI, right? They heard companies saying we needed AI. So they either went out and acquired a company or they custom designed AI functionality. And now if I'm a Salesforce user, I'm going to get that functionality, right? So what Salesforce does is every year they have 3 releases. And then when they have that new innovation, that will be part of that new release. And then you can have that functionality, right? So back to householding, that comes with the Financial Service Cloud. Your IT department doesn't have to waste time and money designing and coding that. It comes straight out of the box. You'll get that functionality. So Salesforce can be your innovation department, kind of, for
Right. So we talked a little bit about, you mentioned about integrations, which is so important, especially in the financial services world, where you're using so many different systems that all need to be talking to each other. So what are some of the capabilities that FSC has to integrate with those back end systems? So
Salesforce really wants to help wealth managers in the wealth manager customer journey, right? And from start to finish. Now, they're not going to build all of the applications to help wealth managers in that process. So fortunately, what they built their platform and an open platform. So it's very easy to integrate into systems, and not to get in the weeds, but there's API names and account record names, identifiers that makes integration very easy, either from legacy systems or third-party systems. So if I need to do custodial integrations to a TD or a VO, or I need to get information from, let's say, Skyence, a big wealth management third-party application, it's easy for a client or a company to just download that information off of the App Exchange and integrate it seamlessly, or let's say seamlessly, into Salesforce. So there's not a lot of data migration. So it makes integrations pretty easily as compared to other system implementations. So your company's not wasting a lot of time and money trying to integrate with all the different systems. And then at the end of the day, because you can integrate, you get a good 360 view of the customer wealth management experience journey.
Sure. So, and this is a big one, I know. What type of analytics does FSC offer?
So as I mentioned earlier, on the Salesforce platform, you're going to get analytics that comes with the original Salesforce stuff, right? So when you buy a Sales Cloud, you're going to get standard reports, and you also have the ability to develop really good custom reports. But since this is focused for the wealth managers, you're going to get wealth manager focused reports. When it was first released, they called it Wave. Now you get what's called Einstein Analytics. And one of the reports you'll get is clients list, right? So it will show you a listing of all your wealth manager clients and who the best one to focus on. And then there's some analytic Einsteins to say, hey, I need to call this person quicker than this other person. I may lose that client. So it gives you a really good listing of who all your clients are and who to focus on. In addition, it takes it to another step. There's a list called the 80-20 list, where it determines who are your top, 20% of your clients that are generating most of your revenue. And then some other lists for wealth managers are, AUM, assets under management reports, as well as goals reports. So the real wealth manager can get a good understanding and help the client.
Yeah, what Einstein Analytics has been such a big topic that we've been talking about on these lives for a while. Very impressive offering there, and it seems to work across not just FSC but across so many different clouds within Salesforce. Very cool.
Yep, and it really helps wealth managers work intuitively for their customers.
Absolutely. Well, very cool, Frank. I appreciate you being here and answering a few of my questions. I don't have any more for you, so we're going to let you off easy on this first one, but we're going to have you back, and we'll make it a little bit more difficult, I promise.
Great.
Thanks so much, Frank, for being here with us, and thanks for joining our live today. We have along this topic, we have a wealth management roundtable that's going to be happening on December 15th. So if you're interested, make sure to send us a message, a direct message here on LinkedIn. We're happy to get you signed up. We can get a link to you. Also visit our social media pages to see where you can get a link to that, or on our Sikich, www.sikich.com, which you can see right here. And you can go check out our events page to get that link. So if you're in the wealth management area, definitely check that out. We will be talking a little bit about the industry, what's happening, what the new normal for wealth management is going to look like in 2020. And then we'll dive into a little bit more about Salesforce and how it can help wealth management. So Frank, again, thank you so much for being here. We even got one comment that just said, "Well done, Frank." So appreciate it. And we'll see everybody next time.